This is Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Chapala, Mexico. Some people would call it Lake Chapala. I'm a block away from the lake. And I want to say happy Saturday. It's 10 a.m. It's time to go live with Bill the Geek. And I'm here to answer any of your questions about what I know about living in Mexico. I've been down here for 16 years. It's a fabulous place. I've lived in Puerto Vallarta for 10 years, Guadalajara for 3 years, and I've lived here in Chapala for 3 years also. So just ask away. I'm waiting for people to ask any questions that you might want answers to. And so we're just going to be here for about 30 minutes, maybe an hour if I get lots of questions. Right now I'm getting no questions. So I'm just going to kind of hang tight. We just did a video. You can search my channel on YouTube, Bill Dallas Lewis. That's the name of my channel, and you can see my videos. We just did one a couple of days ago. I think it was Tuesday. We did an interview with Annette Williams, and it was fabulous. And she invited us into her house. It's the most beautiful house I've ever been in my life. And thank you very, very much, Annette Williams Thompson. You can do a search for her on Facebook. She does a lot of dog rescue work, and if you want to come down and if you want to come down to Chapala, she lives in Ajijic. So if you come to Ajijic and you want to rescue a dog, she'll give you a place to stay in her fabulous house if you rescue a dog, or if you want to rescue like 5 or 11 dogs, you can stay in her house for free for a period of time. So I'm just waiting for somebody to ask me some questions, and when I look over here, I'm looking at the computer, and let's see. Everybody's pretty quiet right now. Some people have been asking me about my drone. Yeah, I have a drone. I love to fly the drone. It's a really cool thing. Here it is. It is a Mavic Air, and I love this thing. Optimally, I can send the drone out a mile and a half. Good morning, Jim Smith. Terry P., good morning. Bill, have you seen a place to rent a boat on the lake? Have you seen a place to rent a boat on the lake? No, Jim, I have not seen that. Now, they have a yacht club here, but they don't really have a big marina, so to speak, here. And I haven't seen any boats where you might want to live. Maybe in Malecon or Puerto Vallarta, yes. In Puerto Vallarta, for sure, there are a lot. They have a marina with like 200 boats. I'm sure you could find a place in Puerto Vallarta, and I'm sure you could find a place in Malecon or Barra de Navidad. And they have Facebook groups for rentals. Go to Facebook and do a search for Puerto Vallarta rentals or Malecon rentals, and I think you might find a place there. Oh, REO Speed Dragon. Woo! Welcome. Okay. Oh, and my wife is online also. I almost said también because I get confused with my English and my Spanish. But Teresa de Anda, my wife, is watching me from Guadalajara. She's not here today. She's with her mother, and please pray for her mother, because her mother's 78 years old. She's a bit under the weather, so Hola, Teresa de Anda. I know you'll be coming home soon. And also, please note that today, not today, but Tuesday is my birthday on June the 1st. I will be turning 65 years old, living here in Mexico. So, salud. Salud, that means greetings and salutations. So, Tuesday, June 1st, I'll be 65. Oh, J&L Moreno. Okay. Oh, hola. Terry P. Hola. Okay, so we got a big crowd going on. Now we have Rayco. Okay, I'm looking over here at the computer. I love your videos. My partner and I are coming to live in your vicinity when we retire in about 3 years. I love the country and spouse loves the city. Is Chapala a easy access to Guadalajara? Yes, Chapala. We go to Guadalajara all the time because Teresa has 90 million brothers and sisters. Oh, and they have a joke in Mexico. The truth is, Teresa has 9 brothers and sisters. And when you run into a family that has a lot of brothers and sisters, a large family, they say that the joke is the family doesn't like to watch TV. The parents, they don't watch TV. They're always having sex, right? But anyway, because of the size of Teresa's family, before the virus, we would go to Guadalajara, almost every Sunday to Teresa's mother's house. And there were always, and you're not going to believe this, there were always 50 to 200 people in Teresa's house. And lots of food and wonderful music and lots of dancing. Sometimes they would hire a DJ or a karaoke machine. And people in Mexico or people in Teresa's family can really dance. It's just like fabulous. A really good time. But anyway, to answer your question, last weekend we took the bus to Guadalajara, which we didn't really like because some people weren't wearing masks, but it was okay. But it was $1.65 to ride the bus per person to Guadalajara. Of course, we have our senior citizen discount cards. Regularly, it would cost 70 pesos, which is like $3.50 for an hour bus ride, and the bus is pretty cool. Teresa went to Guadalajara 2 days ago, and she used Uber, and that was about 500 pesos, which is $25 one way to Guadalajara. We could drive there, but the traffic in Guadalajara is horrendous. But anyway, the airport from Chapala to the airport, which is the Guadalajara International Airport, that's only 20 minutes from Chapala. But from Chapala to Guadalajara is an easy trip. Let's see what else is going on here. We have Paul Lou. Bill. Hi, Bill. Approximately what would rent be in Chapala within walking distances of shops and the Malecon? Okay, Paul. Approximate rent. We have a guy living, he just moved in right down the street. He's renting in a brand new house. And I know the guy that built the house. He lives a block away from me, Jesus. He built the house. It's a great house, 3 bedrooms. It's within walking distance to downtown, and he's paying 12,000 pesos, which is $600 a month. The people across the street, they're paying 20,000 pesos for a fabulous home. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 stories for $1,000 a month. That's a lot of money for Mexico. You should be able to get a rental property in downtown Chapala for somewhere between $400 to $800. $800 a month is a lot of money. But for $600, $500, $600 a month, you're good to go in Chapala. But if you're willing to pay $700 to $800 a month, then you get into like a fabulous place, a wonderful place. Now, Teresa's son lives in Malecon. So Malecon, Puerto Vallarta is right on the ocean, and about 4 hours driving south is Malecon. So Teresa's son lives in a place that's a little bit outside in Malecon, and he's paying 1,500 pesos a month for rent. That's like $75 a month. So, okay. Terry P. Terry P. is asking, my wife is a Mexican citizen. We live in the United States. When we retire to Mexico, do we have to give up the cars? Do you have to give up the cars? No. You can. Cars are if you have okay. If you just come down for 6 months at a time, then your visa's good, your car's good, you have United States plates, and they won't mess with you. But I know a person that had a car that was made in Japan, and you can't nationalize your car and get plates down here if your car was made in Japan. But if your car is made anywhere in the world except for Japan, no problems with cars. We have a friend who lives in California. He goes back to the United States once every 2 years to get his license plates renewed. But yeah, bring your cars down. You won't have a problem as long as your cars are not made in Japan. Let's see what other questions we have going on. Okay. Oh, TCB, what up, my man? TCB is a regular subscriber, and let me say this, we're going to do this every Saturday, 10 a.m., broadcasting live from Chapala, but you want to hit the subscribe button, and TCB is in Finland, in Europe, and he knows all about Mexico. He's traveled through Mexico, Guadalajara. He watches our videos, and I want to say, hola, TCB. TCB's, I guess he's getting ready to retire, but he's coming back to Mexico, and it's springtime, I would guess, in Finland. I would love to visit Finland. Must be a great place. Okay. Okay. Miguel Salas, age 60 and still plays sports. Is it possible in Chapala? Yeah, Miguel. Yeah, they play sports here. If you like soccer, basketball, jogging, bike riding, that's all going on down here. People in Mexico are very healthy people. They eat good. Yeah, you got some chubby Mexicans down here, but we walk 4 or 5 miles 5 days out of the week. People are very friendly. People are health enthusiasts down here. Come on down. Okay, how long of a drive to Guadalajara? Public transport. Reiko is saying, how long is the drive to Guadalajara? On a good day, it's 45 minutes. Right now, there's a lot of construction on the freeway, if that's what you want to call it. And if there's an accident, on the freeway, that 45-minute drive might turn into 2 to 8 hours. But generally speaking, on a good day, with no construction, it's 45 minutes. Okay, Terrelyn, hi Bill. Where can we find these rentals? Okay. There is go to Facebook and click on groups. Facebook groups, and then type in Chapala or Ajijic, and you will find lots of groups of Ajijic. Type in Ajijic rentals. Now, rentals are going to cost you more money in Ajijic because that's like where the rich Canadians and Americans live in Ajijic. Okay, so anyway, the video we did this week with Annette Williams Thompson, look up her on Facebook. She bought that house for $800,000 US. In Mexico. That's crazy, man. That's like $1 million. That's like California prices, but that's the best house I've ever seen in my entire life. You want to see that video, just go to YouTube, type in Bill Dallas Lewis, and look for the most recent video. We just posted that like 2 or 3 days ago. But yeah, just do a Facebook group search for rentals, and you'll find a great place to stay. Okay, Capitan! Hola, Capitan! ¿Qué pasó? Woohoo! Do you know anyone who got COVID, or if how are they now? Is there a special place to get care? Okay, my wife's I know a few people that have had COVID. The guy across the street is a pilot for a major Mexican airlines, and he got COVID, but he got over it. He's totally okay. My wife's daughter is married to a doctor who lives in Puerto Vallarta, and he just got out of med school 2 years ago, and he got COVID because all of his clients were Americans and Canadians, and that's what all of his business is right now, from COVID business. But he got COVID, his wife got COVID in January, but they're totally okay. Who else? My new neighbor who just rented the place down the street, he and his wife had COVID, but I don't know anyone who has died from COVID, but I do know people who have been sick from COVID. And for healthcare in Mexico, that's a whole different story. We will be doing a video on healthcare in Mexico very soon. There are very good hospitals here, but you don't want to you don't want to go to the public hospitals. They have private hospitals that are very good, where the people speak English. They have excellent doctors. And for dental care, if you want dental care, you want to come to Mexico for dental care. If you need bridges or caps or implants, you'll save a lot of money in Mexico. Oh, now we have a message from the sleep and meditation stage. Hi, Bill. I am a year away from retirement, and I am interested in the Chapala area. I will only receive about $1,500 a month for Social Security. Would a single person be able to live on that amount there? Yes. I would say $1,500 a month is the perfect place to be. If you can rent a place for $600 a month, which is what the guy's renting for down the street, that leaves you with $900 a month. Okay, $900 a month is a extra. Okay, every 2 months you're going to pay. They for electricity. They bill that every 2 months, so we pay about $35 every 2 months for electricity. We don't pay for water, so to speak. You will need internet. That's going to cost you about $17 a month. Cable TV is going to cost you about $30 a month. And then the food. I'm going to publish a video within the next 3 days about shopping in Mexico and the prices. You can get like a kilo of tomatoes for 15 pesos. 15 pesos is like 7 cents. Okay? You can buy a raw chicken for like $4 or $5. Hamburger, everything is so cheap. So with $1,500 a month, you can live really good unless you have a lot of credit card debt or unless you're a heroin addict. Okay, but you'll do fine. Let's just see what else is going on here. Chapala Rentals on Facebook. Terry P., my wife, has a house directly across the border, but I do not think it is safe. Looking forward to checking out the area. I have 10 more years before retirement. Mexico is very safe. I have a subscriber, and please click that subscribe button, but I have a subscriber in New Mexico, and he's retired. He has an income of about $5,000 a month. He's selling his house. He's going to walk away with $168,000 in cash. And he says, Bill, it's crazy up here in the United States. He carries a gun with him when he goes to Walmart. In the United States, people walk into churches and just kill people. They go into Walmart and just start killing people. That doesn't happen in Mexico. There are people that are challenged for money, and we do have robberies down here, but I've never encountered, in 16 years, I've never encountered any robbery or violence. It happens all over the world, but the United States is one of the most violent places in the world. If you look at murder rates in Japan, it's like they have 8 people get shot a year. That happens every 2 or 3 minutes in the United States. So yeah, it's safe, way safe here. CIDB. Great to see you. Great. Thank you very much. CIDB, Customizing Industries and Dominant. Well, thank you very much. TCB. Thank you, Bill. Your greeting made my day. You're funny, TCB. By the way, I've been retired. TCB has been retired since 2019 at the age of 62. Financing my business here, and then, Olaby, here I come. Laughing out loud, you are the best. Thank you, TCB. I can't wait for you to come down here, and when you come to Guadalajara, I'm going to buy you a lunch. We're going to have king crab legs. It's going to cost me a lot of money. One thing that is not cheap in Mexico is king crab legs. But you can get them. They will deliver to them raw to your house. They'll be frozen. But TCB, you come to Guadalajara, and Teresa and I are going to make you a dinner with king crab legs, which is my favorite food. And for those of you that are not subscribed, please click the subscribe button, and you can see the videos that we have coming down the road. Also, my wife Teresa, I think I have a link to her website in the description below. She has 200 videos on the internet. Half of them are in English. Most of them are in Spanish. But her website is teresadeanda.com, and I believe that I have that link in the description. So you want to visit her website and subscribe to her website. Also, she's a fabulous cook. Fabulous. And she doesn't eat meat. She's a vegetarian. She eats fish and poultry. And many of her dishes are total vegetarian. So check her out, teresadeanda.com. What else is going on down here? Christine C. Good morning, Christine C. Glad to hear from you, and thank you for all of your comments. And I have like 3 that I have to respond to that I haven't done so as of yet. We have about 5 minutes to go. Sandra B. Hello, Bill. I planned on a recon visit for next month. I would love to buy an Ajijic, but I feel the home prices are way too high. Why is this? What's another similar alternative? Thank you for the great videos. Okay. Sandra B. Ajijic. Ajijic is a weird place. The Americans and Canadians that have moved to Ajijic have just inflated the prices. It's crazy. The place that we were in 2 or 3 days ago for $800,000. I would say over here in Chapala, you could get the same place for like $200,000. And there are smaller towns, or even in Guadalajara, Teresa sold her house for like, I think it's like $230,000. We live in a brand new house. We bought this house 3 years ago, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a backyard. We paid $130,000 for this house. There's a place for sale across the street. It has 2 bedrooms, and it's selling for about $150,000. But if you go a little bit outside of town, you can get a great place for $100,000, $110,000. If you get away, I mean, Chapala and Ajijic, those are very popular places. But you can buy in Guadalajara, you can get I would say for $200,000, $150,000. If you go to Jocotepec, which is about 30 minutes away from Chapala, you can probably get a place for like $60,000, $70,000. So Ajijic, Ajijic is a weird place. It's kind of like the San Francisco of this part of Mexico. And if you go shopping there, if you go to the boutiques, stuff, Ajijic is just a weird, and the Americans and the Canadians have just jacked up the prices. Like in San Francisco, it's like they want money. It's crazy. But in Chapala, which is only like 4 or 5 miles away, the prices are a lot less. Any single brothers in his 60s? Oh, Christine C. Any single soul brothers down here? Well, Christine C., I'm going to tell you something. I rarely see black people, okay? When I lived in Puerto Vallarta, Puerto Vallarta has a population of about 360,000 people, and I think there are about, I'm going to say a maximum of 50 black people living in Puerto Vallarta. In Mexico, I haven't seen an African American in Chapala or Ajijic. Oh, wow, I haven't seen an African American in Chapala or Ajijic maybe in 3 months. So, Christine C., if you're looking for brothers, African American males, good luck, man. You're going to have to, like, do some voodoo. Pray a lot, all right? So you want a man living in Chapala or Ajijic, well, you might have to date a Mexican man or a Caucasian man. So good luck with all of that. Okay. Thank you, Sleep and Meditation Station. Thank you for the informative videos, Bill. I'm looking forward to relocating to the area next year. I hope to meet you there. Sleep and Meditation, when you get here, drop us a line, and we'll do breakfast, lunch, or dinner somewhere. Joan Richards. Hola, Joan. Yeah, I remember Joan Richards. You asked me in a comment one time, you said, do you read your comments? Yes, Joan, I read all my comments, but in YouTube, it's weird. Comments are weird because they come in and sometimes they show up in one place, but then you have to look somewhere else, and they don't always show up for. So Joan, thank you very much for all of your comments and your questions, and thank you for subscribing. Joan has a good morning. I sign on how. Oh, Joan, me and Teresa are fabulous. Life in Mexico. I haven't said this yet. I love Mexico. My life has totally changed moving to Mexico. I love Mexico. It's fabulous. And my family and friends in the United States, they say, well, when are you moving? When are you coming back to the United States? Never. I'm never going back to the United States. I want to visit my hometown with my wife, Teresa. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. And I would like to go visit some friends and family in Columbus, Ohio. But Teresa, she's Mexican, but she looks like she's Italian or white. And I don't want to get pulled over by the police and get shot. I mean, when I was in the United States, I was accused of stealing my car 10 times. It was my car 10 times. I'm African American. I mean, they kill African Americans for no reason in the United States, but Mexico is fabulous. But anyway, let's see Joan Richards is saying, I with you, Sandra. The Americans are inflating the prices in Mexico. Yes, that's so true. Harry L. Hey, Bill. I just came in. If no one has asked, can you talk a little bit about the Malecon? I lived in Puerto Vallarta, and from the photos, it is not as large as the Malecon in PV. Now, okay. Yeah, the Malecon in Chapala. Okay, we have two Malecons, and for those of you that don't know what a Malecon is, it's like a walkway that goes along the ocean in Puerto Vallarta. In Puerto Vallarta, the Malecon is, you can walk down the Malecon in Puerto Vallarta with all the restaurants and bars and for like a half an hour, maybe an hour walk with these fabulous bars that you're looking at the ocean and disco music playing and people partying really big. They have a Bubba Gump on the Malecon and places with bands on the Malecon in Puerto Vallarta. In Ajijic and Chapala, they have Malecons, which were these nice walkways going along the lake, but it's nothing like Puerto Vallarta. Though, on the weekends and at nighttime, that you have thousands of people, particularly on Sundays, thousands of people, and it's really nice places to eat, but it's nothing like Puerto Vallarta. But we walk down to Malecon 5 days a week around 7:30 in the morning, watch the sun come up, and they have lots of restaurants and places to buy a beer. Malecon in Ajijic and Chapala, but it's nothing like Puerto Vallarta. Let's move ahead. Joan Richards is asking, I am looking to moving to Mexico soon, but I am not going to buy a home there. That's higher than my home in Florida. it would defeat the purpose of moving to Mexico. Joan, I didn't want to have a house. Teresa, my wife, she has this thing about she wants to be a homeowner. I don't want a house. I'm happy to rent. Because you can, okay. Teresa, when she sold her house in Guadalajara, she made good money so she could buy the house here. Okay, but I don't want a house. I don't want to own a home because if something goes wrong, like if the government goes like, I just want to get an airplane ticket and leave. You can't do that if you're a homeowner. I see no reason to own a home in Mexico. And until I met Teresa, I had I didn't want to own a home. But yeah, Joan, come on down, rent, you'll be okay. Harry L., why did you move from PV to Chapala? Why did I move from Puerto Vallarta to Chapala? Well, I had lived in Puerto Vallarta for 10 years, and then I met Teresa. And I was totally happy in Puerto Vallarta. If I had not met Teresa, who was living in Guadalajara at the time, if I had not met her, I would probably still be in Puerto Vallarta. I love Puerto Vallarta. And whenever I go there to visit, I always think, I could live here again. But Puerto Vallarta is really hot and humid in the summertime. And Malaki, we were in Malaki, Barra de Navidad, which is right next to Malaki. And those two towns are south of... Well, I could live in those places too, but they're hot and humid. I haven't said this in this broadcast, but Chapala has the best climate in the world. Some people would rank Chapala, Ajijic as number 1 climate in the world or number 2. What does that mean? Well, it means it's never humid. It's never humid. It's rained for 2 days in the last 6 months. Every day it's going to go up to like 80 degrees. In the winter, it gets a little chilly around 47 degrees at nighttime, but every day it's going to be 72 to 80 degrees. So when we visit Puerto Vallarta, where Teresa's children live, it's so easy to fall in love with Vallarta, with the Malecon and the beach and the ocean. It's a beautiful place, but Chapala has the best climate in the world. So anyway, if I hadn't met Teresa, I would still be in Puerto Vallarta, though I love Guadalajara. I lived there for 3 years with Teresa, and Chapala is fabulous, but everywhere I go in Mexico, I fall in love with each and every little town, little city. I fall in love with Mexico. Is fabulous. You can live anywhere in Mexico. So you don't need to live in anywhere in particular. Everywhere in Mexico is fabulous. We're going to sign off here in a few minutes. Capitan, where is the best place to buy a top-of-the-line smartphone for video? Is it the largest okay, Capitan, where is the best place to buy top-of-the-line smartphone for video? Amazon.com. Amazon, I never bought anything from Amazon in my entire life, but there's a lady that lives down the street. She's from Brooklyn, and we live in a gated community, and so you have to go through security to get into where we live. And they call this lady down the street, they call her the package lady, because she's always ordering everything through Amazon.com. Now, I wear size 12 shoes. You can't go anywhere in Mexico and find size 12 shoes. So I order my tennis shoes through Amazon.com. I have a Canon M50 camera. I got that from Amazon. I got my drone through Amazon.com. We have a lighting system here and there. I got those through Amazon.com. And let me, how many people have these things here? These are chargers. This thing, I can plug my phone into here and recharge that. I can charge my drone with this. This I can charge my phone 3 times. I got this through Amazon.com. I have a Lexus, and a lot of times my mechanic can't get the parts in here or Guadalajara, so I just got a part yesterday through Amazon.com. So if you want a good smartphone, you can go to Telcel, the phone company, and you can get a phone at Telcel, but just go to Amazon and do your research, and that's where you get your phone. Okay, that is a okay. Okay. Christine C says that is a compound. I don't understand, Christine. Please elaborate on that. Joe Griff. Good morning from New Jersey. Good morning, Joe Griff. Hola from New Jersey. I lived in Jersey City for 3 months when I was going to school at Dartmouth College. I lived on Jackson Avenue in the ghetto. I was teaching juvenile delinquents. That was a real trip. And my sister lived in Manhattan for 10 years. I love New York. Woo! I love New York. I would love to take Teresa to Manhattan, Soho, Greenwich Village, South Sea Seaport. New York has it going on, and if I was a billionaire, I would have a penthouse in Manhattan, and I would have a place in San Francisco also. Okay, let's see what's going on. My test channel. Hi, Bill. My name is Alvin. I moved to the area May 1st. I am an African American male still looking for a long-term rental, and I haven't seen any like me either. Okay. My test channel. Oh, yeah. Okay, so my test channel is the name of this guy that is email. He says, I moved to the area I moved to the area May 1st, and I haven't seen any black people down here either. No, you don't. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. I'm just gonna say, there aren't hardly any black people around here. Whatever. Okay. Thanks for responding to my comments. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Joan Richards. Miguel, are there groups that gets together in Chapala to travel throughout Mexico? Yes, there are groups. There are a lot of groups. And in Chapala and Ajijic, one place to meet people, it's called the Lake Chapala Society. Go to Google and look up Lake Chapala Society and visit their website. The Lake Chapala Society, they are located in Ajijic. You can go to the Lake Chapala Society. I think they're open from like 9 to 3 in the daytime. They have a coffee shop there. They have yoga there. They have a library there. They have all kinds of groups. There's a guy that we had him in one of our videos. I think it was in our second Ajijic video, and he has a shop in Ajijic. He's a gay guy, and he sells what he has. I'm just going to say he has a shop. If you watch our second video on Ajijic, you'll meet him. I believe his name is Richard, but he takes groups to I forget the name of the Mexico City right now, but he takes groups of 12 to this city, and they travel through the city. They stay in like a Sheraton or a Marriott, and he tours this city. I can't remember the name of the city right now, but at the Lake Chapala Society or other places, people take tours throughout Mexico. Teresa went to a fabulous place with her mother. I wish I would have gone, but tours are all the time. They're happening. Okay, here we go. Terry P., I share your concerns about your wife coming to America. We live in Texas. I'm from North Carolina, and my head is on a swivel when we go out of the area we live in. Terry P., I wrote and illustrated children's books for 15 years. And in those 15 years, I was one of the first computer graphics people to create their art in the computer, and I've one of the oldest websites on the planet. I was investigated by the FBI for having a website, and the Disney company, they were investigated at the same time because the FBI didn't know what websites were. But anyway, I was in 600 schools around the world teaching children how to do computer art, how to build websites. But I was in hundreds of schools in North Carolina, Raleigh, the Tri-County area. I'm sorry, I'm messing that up, but North Carolina was one of my most favorite places to visit elementary schools because the people were so loving in North Carolina. North Carolina is a weird, loving place, but I've spent a lot of time there, and I made a lot of money in North Carolina also. Okay, whatever. Okay, here we go. Your friends. Okay. Oh, your friend's house yesterday. D. Harris. Really cool to see you do a live screen. D. Harris, thank you very much. We'll be here every Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time, going for 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, D. Harris, Lake Chapala, SOC, all old white folks. Well, D. Harris, it's strange, but Chapala does not have a large population of Caucasian Canadians and Americans. The population of that is less in Chapala than in Ajijic. But I tell you, if it weren't for Teresa, I would still be in Puerto Vallarta or Guadalajara. I moved to Mexico to live with Mexican people. That's why I moved to Mexico 16 years ago. And I can speak Spanish. I need to practice more. Teresa speaks no English. When she's in the house, right now she's in Guadalajara, but when she's in the house, we never speak English. And then my business, all of my clients, I teach web design, I teach video editing, I teach Photoshop, I teach how to make YouTube videos. I charge $45 an hour. All of my clients are in the United States. That's all English. When I first moved to Puerto Vallarta, I was charging $45 an hour. All I need is like 20 hours of work a week, and I was fine in Puerto Vallarta. All of that was online business, speaking Spanish, and I would rarely see Caucasians in Puerto Vallarta, especially during the summertime. In Guadalajara, I never saw Caucasians. In 3 years of living in Guadalajara, I only remember seeing an American Caucasian one time in 3 years. And, I'm from Ohio. I grew up in the country. The Ku Klux Klan would meet every month. The Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan lived. He lives like a quarter of a mile away. I would get on the bus when they would have their meetings once a month. They would give out Ku Klux Klan magazines to all the little kids. I was in 4th grade, and all the little kids, they would have little Ku Klux Klan magazines. And like some people would say, my first wife was a Caucasian. I was with her for like 10 years, So, I mean, for me, people are people, but in Ajijic and Chapala, there's a large population of Caucasians. But I was very happy in Mexico, and I didn't see any Caucasians except on television. So it's a trip down here. Okay, D. Harris, loving this. Noreen Francis, loving this. April Brandhorse. Hey, Bill, how's it going? April, everything's cool down here. Everything is wonderful in Chapala. Everything's wonderful in Ajijic. Everything's great. Deanna Morales, hola from Bill's. Oh, this is now I'm getting a message from Teresa's daughter, Deanna. I don't believe this. She's in Puerto Vallarta. Deanna just got her doctorate in marine biology in Puerto Vallarta, and she graduated from the college. I can't remember. This College of Guadalajara, University of Guadalajara. Her husband is a doctor. He's a real like medical doctor, and he's saving people from the virus every day. Okay, and she's saving the world, studying the coral reef, trying to make the world a better place. And they are a wonderful couple for everybody on the planet. Thank you, Diana, for tuning in. Pamela Williams. Hey, Bill. Great to see you live. Thanks for sharing information about Lake Chapala area. Pamela Williams, thank you very much. My test channel is saying, I love the area and the people I've met are very friendly and helpful and used. And my test channel used my lawyers to apply for my temporary visa. Should receive it soon. Thanks to you. Thanks to your earlier video. My test channel, glad to be of service. Yes, I have immigration attorneys in Guadalajara, and they visit the Lake Chapala Society. I think it's every Thursday. So if you live in Chapala or Ajijic, or if you're thinking about moving here, you can use my attorneys. They've helped me get 3 Mexican visas. I've had 2 2-year visas, and now I'm a permanent resident, and my attorneys got me all of my visas. Some people get their visas on their own, but it's just, it's all in Spanish, and you have to do a lot of different things. But if you go to YouTube, do a search for Bill, Dallas, Lewis, I'll put this link in the description. We have a 1-hour interview with my attorneys, and they answer a lot of questions about temporary and permanent visas, and they've helped many of my subscribers. And if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. Gary Phelps, are COVID-19 vaccines available for people in your area? That's a very good question. If you're over 60, you can get vaccines. In Guadalajara, you can get vaccines. We just had breakfast with a American couple 2 days ago. They were both vaccinated. I know that my neighbor down the street has been vaccinated. They were vaccinating people in the park about 1 mile away from here. But vaccinations are not as easy to get here as they are in the United States, and you have to have paperwork here. You have to have, I'm just going to say this, you have to have a Mexican Social Security number to get a vaccine here, and some other form of paperwork. So it's you can get it done, but it's, from what I'm hearing, it's not as easy here as it is in the United States. D. Harris, sorry I use caps. The LIL font is hard to see. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we're getting ready to sign off here. If you haven't subscribed, I'm looking. Oh, okay. Rayco is asking, does Mexico tax pensions, Social Security from other countries, or are pensions and Social Security not taxed? Ooh, that's a very excellent question, Rayco. I'm going to leave that alone. Talk to an accountant. Yes, talk to an accountant. But it's Mexico is okay. Okay. TCB. Okay, Bill, my man, I enjoyed seeing you live again. I got to go. You and Teresa, now take care, and wow, lobster on you. Thank you. No lobster. TCB, no lobster, king crab legs. That's better than lobster. King crab legs. When you come down, it's king crab legs and Heineken. Okay, everybody. Hilder Pin. I can't pronounce the last. Hilder, I want to go to Mexico with wife soon. Which resort can you recommend to us that is close to Lake Chapala? Ooh, a resort close to Lake Chapala? Oh, that's a very good question. A resort close to Lake Chapala. I don't know. Ajijic, somebody help me here. Somebody go to one of my videos, put in a comment. Now in Malaki, if you watch my video on Malaki, they have resorts there. They have lots of resorts in Puerto Vallarta. In Chapala, there is. There is a resort. It's kind of a resort that's right outside of Ajijic, but I don't remember the name of this place. Leave a comment on one of my videos. I've got the literature in the car. It's a fabulous place, wonderful restaurant, very peaceful, and it's only about 10 miles away from here, but I can't remember the name of the place. D. Harris. Okay, Joan. Bill, next time, share your immigration lawyer's information. Thanks. Okay, Joan, I'll hunt down one of your comments and send you that information. Rayco, thanks anyway. D. Harris. There you go. D. Harris is saying, for Helder Hotel Condelhas in town. That's Candelhas. I'm going to spell that again. This is coming from D. Harris. D. Harris Hotel Candelhas. Then D. Harris says, not a resort. There is no resort. Okay, I was thinking that. I was thinking there is no resort. And Joan Richards is saying, do an Airbnb. That's an excellent idea. Just Google Airbnb. Okay, D. Harris, live with the Mexican people. You don't need a resort. Very good. Very good. All right. And Helder is saying, thank you. Okay, everybody, this was fabulous. Thank you for all of your questions and comments. We're all on the globe together. I'm getting ready to sign off, and I want to say happy Saturday. It's my birthday weekend. I'm going to be 65 on Tuesday. I'll be back broadcasting live from Chapala, Mexico next Saturday. Tell your friends, invite your friends to come, and we'll have more questions and answers and things to talk about every Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. Chicago time. So I'm signing off. Oh, please share a good medical insurance agent. Rayco. Rayco is, please share a good medical insurance agent that you trust. Okay, Rayco. Email me. Rayco, email me. Rayco, email me. I believe that my email address is in the description. You can email me at bill@billthegeek.com. bill@billthegeek.com. Teresa's sister-in-law is an insurance agent, and both of us have health insurance through her. I pay $1,000 a year for health insurance. That gets me into the best hospitals in Mexico should I get hit by a bus or have a heart attack. I think my deductible is about $2,500 a year. But if you email me, I can give you her name. She only speaks Spanish. There you go. Oh, we have another. Jill Eisenberg. Have an awesome Memorial Day weekend, Bill, and a great birthday on Tuesday. I'll celebrate with you by getting my hair cut at 9 a.m. Colorado time, as my birthday will follow 19 days later. Okay, Jill. Okay, thank you very much. Mary Lee says, thank you, and this is Bill the Geek signing off on Memorial Day weekend live from Chapala, Mexico. God bless everybody. Thank you for joining us. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next Saturday. Adios!